May I tell you, William, how much I am looking forward to working with you.
I'm glad someone is having fun around here.
Of course, I am most eager to study anyone who has been so exposed to these outsiders. From handling the recovered artifact to bringing in a live subject for questioning, this is unprecedented contact.
You gonna stick me under a microscope?
No, of course not. But I will be curious to monitor you for any unexpected developments.
If we start using their technology, am I gonna get radiation sickness or grow a third arm or something?
I don't think you have to worry about radiation sickness per se. But we shall see about the arm, yes?
Falk says you've studied their devices. How do they work?
As it would happen, we have just made a breakthrough in understanding the fundamental nature of their energy manipulation.
They uses this Illyrium, right?
Yes, and they transform the tremendous power of Illyrium directly into a variety of effects and material manifestations. Sadly, they are designed so that when the owners die in battle, the containment field breaks down, destroying the weapon.
That sounds easy enough. Let me guess. This is where you tell me it's not so simple.
It depends on you recovering a weapon that remains intact. Perhaps it has not yet been imprinted, or its owner dies unexpectedly. At that point, the brace can ascertain how to prevent that type of weapon's destruction, allowing you to recover them in the field.
So what exactly is this Illyrium stuff?
It is for me like a miracle. An element unknown to our world, harboring immense concentrated energy. The smallest sample can release more power than an atom bomb, like containing all the energy of the Big Bang in
Hip flask?
Yes, and we use its power here to fabricate the weapons and technology you will need to survive this war.
This is quite an operation you got running here. When did you start studying all this?
The first deposit of Illyrium was discovered just over a decade ago. I arrived at this facility shortly after, and we began to investigate the properties of that magnificent substance.
Any results to show for it?
As it happens, we are testing our first acquisition, a device that may assist in stabilizing your aim.
That's bound to come in useful. Anything I can do to help the tests?
Most certainly. Go to the firing range and test out the device with the armament of your choice. Return afterwards, and we shall see the results, yeah?
Sounds good. I could stand to blow off some steam at the range anyway. Where are you from, Heinrich? You don't sound local to me.
That would be a question for your OSS. They arrange the terms of my immigration.
I see. Well, glad to have you on our side. All right, I'll see what I can...
I promise, William, you will not be
Yes, sir?
Thanks for
Just doing my job.
Agent Carter, your report.
The bastard got Nils. This cannot happen again, Falk. Killing Nils? Christ, we're lucky that's all he managed to do.
Agent Nils' loss will be felt throughout the organization. But right now, we have bigger problems.
His loss? God damn it, we need to stop these bastards. And we need to do it now. Do you understand that?
Calm yourself, Agent. We all agree they have to be stopped. I believe that our best hope for doing so is to recover Dr. Alan Weir from Rosemont University.
No, what we need to do is put a stop to the enemy.
Agreed. And we can do both. There's been another attack. The target is Rosemont University.
A civilian target? Why?
Because Dr. Weir's research can tell us what the enemy wants, how they think, and how to stop them. We need him on the team if we want to survive. And you know better than anyone that surviving is the first step to striking back.
All right. Let's go get him.
Good man. When you're ready, bring up the tactical map on that terminal and your team will be dispatched. Make sure you've got everything in order around the base. Team selected, weapons set, no outstanding business. You never know how long you'll be out on a mission. Or if you'll come back at all.
I'm all too aware of that, sir. Is this all we got, sir? A handful of soldiers against an invasion?
We're still getting back on our feet, but this base and the men in it are our only hope. We'll make it work.
Security needs to be tightened, and we need the Whitecoats working on some kind of test to uncover infiltrators. If we're gonna survive this.
All excellent points. And to work as a team, we each need to focus on our own responsibility.
And until then?
Until then, you'll be retrieving Dr. Weir. He'll be a crucial member of our team.
What's so important about this Dr. Weir? I mean, what can he tell us that we can't figure out on our own?
I don't know what the enemy wants, or how they plan to get it. But we'll need to know those things to survive. Dr. Weir has made strides understanding the language binding our enemy's technology. That's just what we need to bend their superior firepower to our purposes.
What does this guy study? Is he some kind of electronics genius?
His focus is machine language. You look around this place, you won't see our mainframes using punch cards. That's because of Weir. That man's work has got machines in this very facility actually talking with one another.
Talking? What?
Technology has language, Carter. I don't speak it, you don't speak it. But Dr. Weir, he does. And he's made more progress than any man alive analyzing the few strands of alien machine language we've managed to collect.
I can see the value in that, I guess. Though I prefer killing the bastards to talking to them.
Killing them, stopping them, packing them up in bags and tossing them back through the holes they're pouring out of. That's the goal for all of us. We only need to learn enough of their language to tell them to go straight to hell as far as I'm concerned.
You said he's worked with these communications firsthand? How's that?
The first alien signal was intercepted about 5 years ago at Rosemont. It was Dr. Weir's research team who discovered it.
We've known about the aliens for that long? Why weren't we better prepared?
Everything was attributed to the Soviets. The signals, the Illyrium deposits, the weather anomalies. Most people are prone to attribute phenomena to familiar causes before looking to the skies for answers.
Especially when the actual aliens are right here disguised as our leaders.
Yes. Well, enemy infiltration certainly helped. It's an interesting footnote, however. As a whole, humanity is prone to blame itself before assuming outside influence. But nations point immediately at one another.
Nations? Hell, towns. People. To be honest, I'm kind of blaming you right now for this mess. Human nature's a thorny subject, sir, not really my area of expertise. What do we know about the location?
Dr. Weir operates out of Rosemont University. We've received reports of an incursion there. We've been unable to establish contact with anyone at the university or the local police department.
Sounds bad.
It's worse. Military forces moved in to defend the location this morning. Comms were severed within the hour. Nothing but dead air since then.
You're sending me in blind to an enemy dark zone, hoping I can dig one guy out of the rubble?
Dr. Weir is extremely important to our cause. We received an encoded message on a highly classified, dedicated channel after comms with the military had gone dark.
That's not a lot to go on.
This is how XCOM operates, Carter. We deal in and with unknowns.
I'll gather up everything I need for the mission to Rosemont.
Carter, listen. I don't know how Director Frost ran his agency, but you're part of XCOM now, and I chose you for a reason. As far as we know, this organization is the last thing standing between the outsiders and the complete annihilation of humanity.
I understand, sir.
You're a stellar agent. You have a team of the best men in the business behind you. Get out there and do your job.
I'll make the bastards pay, sir.
Good man. Now when you're ready, bring up the tactical map on that terminal and your team will be dispatched.
Yes, sir?
Thanks.
Just doing my...
This is quite an operation. Any results?
As it happens, we are...
That's
most certain.
Sounds good. I could stand to blow off some steam. All right, I'll see what I can...
I promise, Bill.
All right then, Agent Carter. How are you settling in?
Well enough. Things are a mess around here.
Yes, this facility wasn't meant to be operational yet. With all that's happened, it's a damn good thing it was here at all.
Could be worse, I suppose.
You were at Groom Range, so yes, it could be worse.
I wanted to say something about what happened back there.
Oh? Did you now?
I got in between you and your target, and I'm sorry about that.
Look, I was pissed off, but it wasn't your fault. I did everything I could, but I still wasn't able to stop Deems in time.
How'd you figure Deems was compromised anyway?
I wasn't certain, not at first. Thought someone might just be blackmailing him. But I've been watching him for weeks. After the attack, I put it together. Figured it out pretty quickly.
That doesn't seem like a lot to go on.
Falk says that when dealing with an unknown enemy, you have to trust your gut. I knew some foreign power was at work in our system, and I noticed little changes in the general. Suddenly he was a lefty, for example.
You shot a man because he wasn't a lefty?
No, I shot a lefty because he wasn't a man anymore.
How'd you get involved in the Bureau?
You mean, how did a woman make it this far up the chain of command?
Well?
Nice. Falk saw my field work, saw how much I had uncovered, and he chose me for the team. Hand-picked.
Must have ruffled a lot of feathers.
General Deems was especially angry about it. But my guess is that had less to do with him being an asshole, and more to do with him being controlled by the outsiders. Or maybe both.
How did they end up controlling General Deems?
It's one of the tools of the outsiders. They can infect people, and then activate them when they need to. The control can be subtle at first, but when they take full control, that's when the subject starts looking like a freak.
How can we stop it? What's the source of the infection?
We've never seen a case that can be reversed, but I've been tracking the figure behind the infections. From what we've learned, he's known as Axis.
Have you had any contact with the enemy before?
This was our first direct conflict, but we've been tracking their actions for years.
A lot of good that did in preparing for their attacks.
Listen, if it weren't for me and Director Falk, there wouldn't be any defenses at all. None of us would be here.
Yeah, we're doing just fine. Great work. I guess we've all got our work cut out for us.
We're sure not going to save humanity by just talking about it.
They're hitting us from all sides. We've yet to discern a pattern driving the invasion, but we have managed to assign mission priorities. As potential missions and reports come in, they'll be posted here, and I'll trust you to select which is the most pressing.
First contact. Worst case scenario.
Recon flights report anti-aircraft in RLZ. We're gonna have to touch down on the southeast edge of the town. Do we have support down there? Nothing on the ground. Rosemont was hit at the same time as Groom Range. Never saw it coming. Jesus. Clear the AAA first. I won't be able to support you or evac the doctor until it's down. Understood. All right, ready up.
Carter, I found a place to set down a couple of clicks away. I'm grounded until that AA gun is out of commission.
Getting the doctor won't do us much good if you can't get us out of here.
That's a solid copy, Carter.
Understood. First we take out the AA gun and get you back in the air. Then we find Dr. Weir and get him out of here. Whoa! I don't like the look of this.
You think a football team could hold off those invaders?
You didn't see what happened to the soldiers at Groom Range. If those kids were smart, they ran and didn't look back. Whoa! You hear that? It came from the diner. Eyes peeled, weapons ready. Let's go. Whoa! Whoa!
This can't be happening.
You there? You all right? Hey!
Can't be happening.
Oh, Christ!
Everyone's
Hold fire.
dead. Everyone's dead.
Falk, can you hear this? There's somebody here. Looks like one of the infected, but he's not hostile. It's like he's just, I don't know, switched off.
We'll need to examine him after the area is secure. Your priority is Dr. Weir. Keep moving.
Hey, snap out of it. No response. He's gone. And I don't think he's coming back.
Well, good morning, Earl.
Not great, darling. I must be coming down with that bug.
Oh, and on the big day? Bad luck. You just sit right down and I'll get you a hot cup of tea.
You're a real lifesaver, Becky. Ooh, come on, Earl. Pull yourself together. Ain't no cold gonna keep you from that parade.
Here you go, Earl. Grandma always says there's nothing so bad it can't be solved by. Earl, you never told me there was gonna be fireworks today.
I didn't know there were gonna be any. Hey, Becky! Get away from the window! Hush! Move, hush!
Ow!
This can't be happening. Can't be happening.
Come on back, gentlemen.
Yeah, I'm here.
Over there.
Got it. Moving out. I'm here.
Set up there.
On the move. Ready.
My God. These people never had a chance. Regroup, fellas.
On my way back.
Yes, Commander? Get set up and cover.
Copy. Moving out. I'm here.
Carter, you got a 20 on that AA gun?
Still working through the streets. It's a mess down here. Let's stay together here.
Regrouping. I'm here now.
Sir, that building over there might be a way through.